Today, Fantastic Four First Steps finally appears into movie theaters everywhere, and I hope that you guys are excited. I am super fucking excited to, to see a new Fantastic Four movie, especially 10 years after the last one. Which, speaking of 10 years after the last one, that's exactly what we're reviewing here today. We're not reviewing the 2005 version, we're not reviewing Rise of Silver Surfer from 2007. We are reviewing the Fantastic movie from 2015. And you might be thinking that because the Fantastic Four is one of my favorite superhero teams of all time, that I'm going to be actually hating on this movie. Well, for a lot of you, you're gonna be surprised because I actually really did like this movie.
For your last meal, you're gonna eat those
Greetings, geeks and nerds, and my universe and white and nudie, and welcome to my review of Fantastic Four 2015. And if you haven't seen Fantastic Four 2015 yet, just be forewarned that there might be some spoilers. So please go and see Fantastic Four 2015, otherwise be forewarned that there will be spoilers in this review, and also a happy release date to Fantastic Four First Step, which I'm very excited for. Fantastic Four 2015, or Fantastic as it's unfortunately known as, was released in 2015 and took a different spin on the Fantastic Four. See, the other Fantastic Four movies followed off of the Stan Lee Jack Kirby run. This time around, though, the movie follows along the Ultimate Fantastic Four storyline, which I've heard was not a very good Ultimate storyline compared to like Ultimate Spider-Man or Ultimate X-Men, but it at least got the ball rolling. But it took a longer time for the team to come together. And actually, the what's really cool is that the Fantastic Four are actually teenagers in the Ultimate Universe. They actually just basically got out of high school, and they were actually a military kind of kept secret, but they are used to kind of like go around and basically help people when they need it, especially when things get really weird or uncanny. Very much similar to the Doom Patrol. They don't participate in anything unless it's really weird or unordinary. But I have to say that even though this movie takes a very long time to get going, I really did actually like this Fantastic Four movie. It takes a different and unique spin on these characters, and honestly, it's all the more better for it. We get to see them grow up as kids and then come all together as teenagers. It's quite wonderful. Instead of the usual, they are adults, they get superpowers for some weird reason. Here, it takes their time, they let us get used to know these characters and actually basically kind of grow up with them. And in this version of the movie, they don't get their powers by cosmic rays. If I remember correctly, they get their powers from the negative zone, and that's actually what infuses them with their fantastic abilities that they have. And in all honesty, I wish the negative zone looked a little bit cooler. I wish there was more to look at, more to see in a negative zone. But for what it's worth, yeah, it was pretty cool. And I love how the movie doesn't get the teenagers automatically used to their powers. It takes them a while to get used to them, especially with the military, basically keeping an eye on them, especially after what happened. They all have these unique abilities that they have to get used to, and unfortunately for most of them, especially Ben Grimm, sometimes they don't get used to them just as quickly as the others do. And of course, because they're teenagers, they're not that simple family that we all know and love. They're not the fantastic family or the world's greatest family. No, 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 no. They're teenagers that keep bickering. As for me personally, I love making the Fantastic Four teenagers. It's something that's not really that played around with at all anymore. They're mostly just adults and they're a family, and that's all cool and everything. But at the same time, I'm that person that's like, but I want them to be more than this. And seeing them as teenagers not getting along was great because the actors that they have chosen really show emotion, like so much ranges of emotions that go into the Fantastic Four family. Because you might be thinking that, oh, they're just a family who just bicker from time to time. Like, they don't officially get along. I mean, they do in the beginning, and then when they get the superpowers, they all kind of disband off of each other. Johnny thinks that he's gonna get famous. Sue trying to keep her, I think, stepfather. Basically, it's a very good story with Sue and Johnny. Why they don't look alike. The movie did a very good job explaining this. Um, But it's basically like her trying to keep their family together. Reed trying to help Ben with his, rock body and deformation that he doesn't want any part of, and it does so good at explaining this and everything. And I really, really think that a lot of people should have gave this movie the benefit of the doubt with having teenage superheroes, especially a team of teenage superheroes. And for the Fantastic Four, this is an idea I wish that they would bring back because them as teenagers is a really unique concept. Like, take them when they're younger, have them basically become together. Like, show us the family before the family. Like show us the stepping stones of the family before the family. Like they don't get along and everything like that because no family that you force together instantly work together like this or gets along very well, is that they have to build up their stepping stones, and the movie did a great job at doing so. Like, I love how the family builds up into actually becoming together, working together once they get the big threat in the movie, which, of course, if you could see it coming a mile away, you already have, but it's damn good. Though I'll admit, the Doctor Doom in this movie is cartoonishly evil. I mean, even more so than Doctor Doom is supposed to be. Like, he just wants to rule the world just because of what he discovered. The movie bullshits it by basically explaining that, oh, Doctor Doom got in contact with the negative zone and now he's a part of it or something, but I call complete and utter bullshit on that. The guy just wants to rule because he got in contact with a foreign planet or a foreign substation or whatever, and that's the only reason why the motherfucker is evil. Which is when the Fantastic Four realize we are the only people that can stop this big threat. We are the only ones that can put Victor back in his place. So why don't we go back to where this all started and give him a smackdown? Which at the final 12 minutes of the movie, the family finally comes together and the family finally does what they do best, which is to kick the motherfucking shit out of Victor Von Doom. And let me tell you something, baby. When they were beating him down, it was an amazing, cool sequence altogether. And so, when the family finally came together, they finally have to realize, what are we going to do with this family that's come together? And the government decides, we'll make them a superhero team. I'm not kidding. The government hires 4 teenagers to basically save the world from supernatural or super beings or aliens or whatever type of life form comes after Earth.
How about the big brain and its neurons?
How about the big brain and her neurons?
How about 2 guys, a girl, and the thing that nobody wanted?
Gotta say, it's fantastic.
Say that again?
I love the idea of Ben naming the team. It's so basically great and adorable how he said that basically his friends and himself were fantastic, and that's when Reed went, guys, I have a name for ourselves. Now, there is no Stan Lee cameo in this, but if there was, I kind of wish it was Stan and Joni, his wife Joni, because his wife Joni, like I said when I reviewed Fantastic Four World's Greatest Hero, basically helped Stan create the Fantastic Four. Like, she told him to do it his own way. So it would have been adorable to have Stan and Joni, and then Joni walk up to the kids and go, how about Fantastic Four? That would have been a very cute little Easter egg and also cameo in of itself. Fantastic Four 2015, I love this movie, but the only thing is I wish it was better. Like the scenes with Victor Von Doom, it's like, why did Victor turn against Reed? And no, it's not just because of Sue in the movie, because Sue had no fucking purpose that she want Victor at all compared to any other adaptation. As far as I noticed, I haven't rewatched this in a while, but as far as I noticed, she had no, anything about Victor. Victor just hates Reed because Reed gets all the stardom and he gets all the fame and glory and whatnot, and Victor gets fuck all, basically. I think if I'm not mistaken that basically he's like Bruce Wayne in this movie, that he just inherited everything from his parents. So it's kind of like he gets nothing while Reed Richards gets all the fame and stardom. You just know that it's basically like The Simpsons with Victor. Every time he sees Reed, he just goes, Reed Richards! Like, curse you! But in all honesty, aside from Victor not being great, the whole thing with the negative zone that never gets answered, I actually really did like this movie, and in fact, it is something kind of spectacular, you might say. It's a little bit marvelous. That's why my Funko Pop rating of Fantastic Four 2015 is going to be a Ms. Marvel, because it may be out there, It may be a hidden gem. Most people may have seen it, most people may have not. But for what it's worth, it was actually a pretty decent movie. Almost was one of my favorite movies of this year, but falling just very short of that. So my Funko Pop rating of Fantastic Four 2015 is a Ms. Marvel. Guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and happy release day to Fantastic Four for Steps. I am very excited for it. Are you guys very excited for it? Let me know in the comments down below. And let me know what you thought about Fantastic Four 2015 in the comments as well. If you haven't seen it, have you seen it, and have I interested you in possibly seeing it? Let me know in the comments down below as well. But happy Fantastic Four days, you just might as well say to all. So world first steps, I have high hopes for it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Lazy Universe. Have a white nerdy, keep it on. And be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you be notified every single time I make an upload. And join me at Twitter with the link in the description down below while you're down there. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Lazy Universe. Have a white nerdy, keep it on. And until next time, guys, and as always, take care and please enjoy Fantastic Four First Steps. And I'll see you next time.